Day 750 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again. Another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 1752. Check if array is sorted and rotated. The difficulty level is easy, so you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as well. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, hype, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go ahead and check out that link in the description so you can get you some. Now let's see what the question says. Given an array nums, return true if the array was originally sorted in non-decreasing order, then rotated some number of positions including 0, otherwise return false. There may be duplicates in the original array. Note, an array A rotated by x position results in an array B of the same length such that B of I is equal to A of I plus x mod A dot length for every valid index I. All right, y'all, so that may seem a little bit confusing at first, so let's go ahead and take a look at these examples just to make sure that we are doing this problem correctly. So in example 1, we have our input nums equals an array of integers 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. The output is true. Explanation says the array of integers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the original sorted array. You can rotate the array by x equals 2 positions to begin on the element of value 3. And then the array becomes 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So as you can see, this array is the sorted array, and then after we rotate it circularly, then we're left with this, right? But you can see it'll still be sorted if we go circular in this input, right? So we go 1, 2, then we loop around and go 3, 4, 5, right? So that counts as being sorted and rotated, right? We just rotated it over here, but it's still sorted. We just took the rest of it and rotated it back around. And so just in case that didn't make sense, let's take a look at example 2 where it's not sorted or rotated. So in example 2, the input nums equals an array of integers 2, 1, 3, 4. The output is false. It says there is no sorted array once rotated that could make nums. So as you can see here, the array is not in order. It goes 1, 3, and the 2 is all the way over here. The 2 should be right here for it to be sorted. It should go 1, 2, 3, 4, not 2, 1, 3, 4. And since it's not sorted, then the output is false. Now let's take a look at example 3. In example 3, our input nums equals an array of integers 1, 2, 3. The output is true. Explanation says the array of integers 1, 2, 3 is the original sorted array. You can rotate the array by x equals 0 positions, i.e. no rotation to make nums. So as you can see, this array is already sorted. There's no rotations needed. And since it's already sorted, and it says right here, including 0, then rotated some number of positions including 0. So in this case, it was rotated 0 positions. That still counts and it's still sorted. So the output is true. Boom, y'all. So now that we understand the question, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. The solution is not that difficult at all. Now, first thing we want to do is we're going to store the size of the array. So we're going to come right here and we can say let n equal nums.count. Boom. Then if the array only contains one element, it is already considered sorted and rotated. So we'll say if n equals 1, then we can open up the bracket and we can return true. Boom. Now we need to track the current length of a non-decreasing sequence. So we'll come over here, declare a variable called count, and we'll set that equal to 1 just to start. And we need to duplicate the array by appending it to itself, and this helps simulate rotation checks easily. So we'll declare a variable called temp, and we'll set that equal to nums plus nums, just like that. Now we need to traverse through the doubled array. So we're going to come underneath this, and we're going to say for I in 1 dot less than temp dot count. We're going to open up the brackets, and if the current element is greater than or equal to the previous one, the non-decreasing sequence continues. So we're going to say if, open up the parentheses, temp, square bracket I minus 1, come outside of that is less than or equal to temp, square bracket I, then we're going to come outside of that, open up the brackets, and we'll say count plus equals 1. Then we'll come right, sorry y'all, let's just say plus equals 1. Plus equals 1. We'll come right here, we'll say else. We'll open up the brackets and we'll reset the sequence length when the order breaks by setting count back equal to 1. Boom. And then if we find a non-decreasing sequence equal to the original array length, the array can be the array can be sorted and rotated. So we'll come underneath this and we're going to say if count equals n, we'll open up the brackets and we can return true. Boom, y'all. We're not done yet, but we're getting there, because if no valid rotated sorted sequence was found, then we need to come right here and all we need to do is return false, y'all. Boom. That should be all she wrote. Let's give it a run. Make sure it runs properly before we submit it. It's accepted, so let's go ahead and submit it. Make sure it's still accepted. And look at that, y'all. 0 milliseconds beats 100% of users. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'd like to see, y'all. So with that being said, make sure you get one more look at the code. This is the top part. This is the bottom part. And yeah, y'all, I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.